Now I'm on a much more emotional journey to meet a father who became an inventor to create an ingenious piece of technology that would revolutionize his daughter's sporting potential.
I'm heading to Cowes on the Isle of Wight, which has a long tradition of sailing and maritime innovation. It's home to 19-year-old Natasha Lambert and a very special boat called Miss Isle 2. Natasha has cerebral palsy, which means she doesn't have complete control of her limbs. From an early age, she enjoyed going out on boats, but her sporting dream was always to be able to sail herself. Something her father Gary has spent the last 10 years trying to fulfill.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. May I come aboard?
Of course you can.
Thank you very much.
Is that all right, Captain?
I will. How you doing, guys?
Very well.
Good to see you.
Good to meet you.
This is Tasha.
Hi, Natasha. Natasha, how long have you been sailing for?
About 9 years.
9 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Tash, when she's on land in normal life, she doesn't have the control that she has on the boat. Boring. Okay. Boring. But she doesn't have the control that she has on the boat.
Yeah.
And it gives her that control.
With a sport as physically demanding as sailing, Gary had to invent something quite special.
So, what are the innovations that you've brought to this
Okay.
boat? What are those changes that allow you to sail this on your own?
Well, Natasha controls the entire boat using a single tube, which is in a helmet.
And so it is the breath.
It's her breath control. Yeah.
I mean, that-
Yeah.
I can't fathom that. Can we see how it works?
Yeah, by all means. There should be by your side a tube.
This clear tube.
If you blow it, you'll see that the rudders will move. So just blow
If I
down.
blow into this tube here?
Blow down the tube, and you'll see the rudders will move. So that's going to port. So that's
amazing. I didn't have to blow on that very hard.
And then if you sip, you will go to starboard.
That's amazing.
And that's how Tash steers the boat. This is the helmet that Tash actually sails with, and she's got the tube.
And you've got that
basically
same straw?
Tube connects to the tube that you've got there. There's also an array of light-dependent resistors inside there. The default setting is helm, so steering. So if Tash wants to adjust the sails, she uses her tongue to cover up the sensor in the middle of the array.
Yeah.
It turns the autopilot on, and then it also switches the tube over to winch control.
So that now that would be controlling the sails.
Exactly.
And you can do all of this with that helmet, just using your mouth, Natasha. Well, what an incredible sense of freedom that must give you.
It's wicked.
It's wicked. It is wicked. If you wouldn't mind, I mean, I would love to go out and experience this properly.
Absolutely.
You happy to take me out for a bit of a sail, Natasha?
With no experience in sailing or electronics, Gary was well out of his depth. Sip and puff controls may not be new, but Gary's tongue switch technology is. And Natasha first tried it out on a model boat before upscaling to the prototype Missile 1. Missile 2 was where the real innovation kicked in, as Gary pushed the technology to a whole new level, allowing Natasha to take total control.
There you go. So this is the really, really exciting bit of the whole day for me. We're about to hand over to Natasha, who is now going to be fully in control through the straw in her mouth. Natasha's in control now.
Tasha's taken us, so yeah, we go where she decides. Yeah.
At the moment then, Gary, Natasha's must be focused really quite hard on the job at hand.
Yeah, she's making sure that the sails are at the right angle and that she's sailing as good as the boat can go.
What is she controlling now? Is it just the rudder or the sails and the rudder?
At the moment, she's just controlling the rudder because we're just on a set course. If we change course, then she'll alter the sails.
And that's what's unique about your innovation here, is that she's able to control two different things, the rudder and the sails,
And the sails.
with that one straw.
With the one straw, that's
and she
right.
can switch function of the straw With her mouth?
With her mouth, that's right, yeah, that's the point, yeah. Yeah, so it's all designed around Natasha, what her abilities are. So that's why we've created this system bespoke for her.
What's the future for this? Do you want to add more functionality to that one straw?
Yeah, Natasha's got a lot of ambitions, and we've got to try and keep up with her.
It may have taken Gary years to get where he is, but in many ways, his journey's just begun. Who knows where this ingenious piece of technology will end up? Natasha has already sailed the English Channel and has ambitions to sail the Irish Sea and maybe even the Atlantic. Whilst specifically designed for Natasha, Missile 2 is now a working prototype that can be used for people with similar disabilities. And Gary hopes to develop the software into a box that can be fitted into any sailing boat.
What is amazing about what you've invented here for Natasha, not only have you given her this amazing piece of kit, you've given her freedom to make decisions on her own.
That's right. A lot of people in Natasha's situation don't have the opportunity to kind of make mistakes, if you will. So you learn from your mistakes. You know, Tasha's out here, she's learning, and yeah, we're having a good time.
What an amazing gift that is, Gary, to give Natasha that freedom.
Yeah, I'm just delighted with how she handles the boat.
In the face of adversity, but driven by a joy and a passion for achieving something which at some point may have seemed impossible, Natasha and Gary are conquering their own sporting dreams. And that's what innovation's all about, really. But now I'm heading back to the